What's up, guys? Welcome back to Basement Boys Podcast. We outside today,
on the river.
as you can see. Got a jam-packed episode. Not really jam-packed, but we got one big thing for today's episode.
Yeah. My favorite thing.
The mock draft. It's my favorite time of year. It's NFL offseason. It's my favorite time of the year.
Yeah, I agree.
We're gonna do the
starting to change.
Yeah, we're gonna do the first round today. We're gonna go over some trending topics first, just to get into it, get the creative juices flowing. But yeah, let's get right into it.
Good.
So, first trending topic we got for today. Lakers are out of the play-in.
Yeah,
right now.
as of right now, the Spurs are one game ahead. They have the tiebreaker.
Yeah, they're 0.5 games ahead actually.
Yeah.
But it was a fly.
Have you seen the Lakers' schedule in the next 7 games?
It is the hardest schedule
hard.
in the NBA. They actually measured it. It's the most. There are, I think, 7 games left.
Yeah,
if I'm
7.
right. 6 of those teams are top 8 teams. Top 8 teams.
And you're playing with LeBron for 3 or 4 of them. So
you think he's not back for a while?
He's got to rest. He's got to rest to be able
and
to carry
AD for
that
who
team.
knows how many of them.
Right, probably all of them. If they fall 2 games behind before LeBron's ready, he'll come back.
You think?
AD, I don't know because he's AD. Sorry, AD. Don't know, a lot about your character.
Yeah, he's made of glass.
Yeah.
LeBron
will come back and try to will his team, but I don't know about AD.
It's a little windy right now, so I'm gonna check the.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Good. All right.
If you're watching, just let us know if the audio gets glitched or if the audio gets too bad.
Bit
because
morbid,
it's a
but
little windy.
it's a good day for a brush fire.
It is a good day for a brush fire.
I'm getting concerned.
But yeah, Lakers are out of play-in.
And the Mavericks.
The Mavericks roll past them.
Oh my God.
Mavericks were up at 37 at one point. I watched that game last night. It was insane.
Did you hit?
No.
Oh,
I had a parlay last night. It didn't hit. Maxi Kleber had to hit 1 3 and
missed 2 in the final 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He missed 2 in the final 3 minutes, and Dorian Finney-Smith didn't have a point at halftime. He had 8 1/2, and his over was 11 1/2. So it happens.
Speaking of parlays, you want to go ahead and do lock of the week?
Yeah, we'll do lock of the week and get back to the trending topics.
Okay.
Lock of the week, lock of the century, even. Let me pull it up here. Let me pull up the odds.
It's plus 1,400.
Yeah, I know Giannis is plus 1,400.
Yeah.
I was going to do the other guys though. So NBA awards are coming up, and let me find it. I have done a parlay for $10. Payout is $240 plus 2303. That's a pretty good odds. Ja Morant to win Most Improved Player. I don't see who else is going to win it.
Maybe Garland. I don't think so.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
I heavily doubt it.
I'm just saying Garland's the next guy.
Evan Mobley to win Rookie of the Year. He's carrying his team to a playoff berth. I'm convinced that he's the reason they're going to the playoffs.
If Cunningham played the whole season, it'd be a lot closer.
Yeah.
But he did.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo win Defensive Player of the Year.
And that's the big bang.
And that's plus 1,400. I do not understand why it is plus 1,400.
I don't get it either.
He is the first guy in the MVP ladder right now.
Marcus Smart is plus 170. Mikael Bridges is, I think, plus 250.
I thought Marcus Smart was plus 140.
It's either 140 or 170. He's at the top right now, though.
Yeah.
But that's a good sign that it's plus at the top. It's not an odds-out favorite.
I think that's a pretty reasonable parlay, though. I mean, I think 2 out of 3 are for sure going to hit.
Yeah.
It's just whether, I mean, the only thing I could really see happening is voter fatigue.
Yeah. Mine, keep in mind here.
Hold on. I need to fix the camera real quick.
Okay. But as he does this, keep in mind I'm 44-10 the past 3 weeks.
Really?
Yes. Couple weeks, March Madness, NBA season. coming to an end. A lot to bet on. My lock today, actually tonight, is Jalen Green and KPJ 20 points each against the Kings, plus 275. Not bad odds, you know, for one prop. I really like it.
So let's get back to trending topics here. We have we're gonna show women's basketball a little love.
I love women's basketball this time of year.
UConn makes it to their 14th or 15th straight.
You know what I'm gonna say.
Fine. Yeah, I know what you want to say.
Paige Beckers, if you see this, Instagram @Zachary, Snapchat ZK.304. I'm all ears if you need it.
But UConn makes it to their 15th consecutive Final Four appearance.
Wait, is she still with Jalen Suggs?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
I think so. I don't know.
Well, whatever. Jalen Suggs, if you're seeing this,
don't. But it's, if I'm not mistaken, it's UConn beat NC State in the Elite Eight for women. Louisville made it. And who are the other two teams?
South Carolina?
I think.
And Stanford.
Yeah, South Carolina and Stanford. Because South Carolina is, like, really extremely tall.
Yeah.
They have, like, 3 6'8" girls, which is, like, insane for women's basketball. Moving on. 2-time Super Bowl champ Malcolm Jenkins retires.
Calls it a career, yeah. I saw
Calls
this
it a career.
Great career. Great collegiate career, too.
Yeah.
Underrated collegiate career.
I think he is a top 10 safety of all time.
In the NFL.
His leadership.
Right.
He was a big leader. And this is coming from not a Saints. I'm a Dolphins fan, so I'm not really biased here.
He was on that Eagles team, right?
Yeah.
Really instrumental in that team.
Very.
Yeah.
If that Eagles team doesn't have that defense.
Right. Especially him.
Yeah.
I agree.
I mean, you think of the two most notable people on that defense. You think of Fletcher Cox. You think of Malcolm Jenkins.
Right. Yeah. I'd have to look at safeties, honestly.
Yeah.
Not a big safety guy. Sorry to all my safeties out there.
Well, you're a little angry at one right now.
Yeah.
It's Tyrant Matthew.
He got
got by a fake Adam Schefter account.
Yeah.
He thought Matthew was coming home to the Vikes.
Yeah.
He wasn't. He's still very much a free agent.
Yeah.
I've heard he's in talks with the Saints because of Malcolm Jenkins departing. I haven't heard the Vikings much.
I haven't either. That's why I was so shocked. Pat Pete. We need to pay Pat Pete. Honestly.
Yeah.
I get the cap space ordeal. If we don't pay him, I'll understand. If we do pay him, hell, we got a great cornerback.
Yeah. Another free agent, Bobby Wagner, in talks with the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Rams. What do you think of that?
I think the favorite to land him would be the Rams right now, but I think the Dolphins can use him more.
The thing is, we have signed. Jeez.
Yeah.
Windy.
Big gust.
Big gust of wind.
Not that. Big gust.
But I don't see how Miami would do it with their cap situation right now. We spent a lot of money this offseason on Teron Armstead, Tyreek Hill, even re-signing people. We got rid of a few guys, but we had to re-sign X. I think we re-signed Byron Jones, maybe Holland. Or no, it's second year is your extension, right? If you're so he's going into his second year, so we'll have to re-sign him next year. But we had to spend a lot of money. Cut Jesse Davis. You see who picked up Jesse Davis?
We picked up Jesse Davis.
You picked up Jesse Davis. That's a terrible move.
He's better than Mason Cole. So.
I mean, yeah, I'm better than Mason Cole. Me in Crocs and a Javon Carter Bucks jersey is better than Mason Cole. Yeah, Mason Cole's garbage. Mason Cole, if you're watching this, Jesse Davis, if you're watching this, don't.
Jesse Davis, I haven't watched a lot of film on you.
Oh, I watched 17 Dolphins games this year, and I had to watch him give up so many sacks. It was god awful.
Well, it makes it cool. I had to watch you against Akeem Hicks, so
At least he lost against someone good.
right.
Jesse Davis was like letting up sacks to like I don't even know who.
Right.
Probably like probably like Leonard Floyd.
The most random defensive end that comes to my mind is Joe Tryon Shank.
They probably let one up to him.
Probably the Bucks here.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Because we let up 4 to Shaquille Barrett in one game. But what else do we got
Did you
here?
hear
For
the
training
thing
topics?
about Shaq Mason and Shaq Barrett are both named after both Shaquille O'Neal and Hakeem Olajuwon?
Really?
Yeah. So, Shaq Barrett's middle name is Hakeem, and Shaq Mason's middle name is Olajuwon.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting.
It's a little windy.
Oh my God. Oh.
Are we still rolling?
Yeah, we're good. Yeah. Yeah. It's like way high up. Like you can see the top of my head. There we go. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, hopefully that doesn't happen again.
If it does, we'll just laugh it off and keep going.
I'm just glad it didn't hit the fence.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
But where were we?
I told you about Shaq Barrett and Shaq Mason.
Shaq Barrett, Shaq Mason.
Yeah.
It's pretty. Are they related at all?
No.
Or is it just a huge coincidence that
they-
2 NFL players are both named after Shaq and Hakeem Olajuwon?
Yeah, and they're on the same team now.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Did Shaquem go to
That's
the Bucks?
Yeah, and that's what like brought it up. It was like,
Does Shaquem have one hand?
no, Shaq Mason is like a completely different person than Shaquem Griffin.
Oh.
Yeah. What do you?
Okay. You said Shaq Mason?
Yeah.
I thought you said Shaq Griffin.
No.
Okay. I know who Shaq Mason is.
Yeah, Shaq Mason and
The
Shaq,
guard.
Yeah, and Shaq Barrett.
Okay.
Same two in NBA players.
It's a little windy. I've said that like 8 times, but it's a little windy.
It's a lot of windy.
But what else do we got here? Jamison Williams trending on Twitter. Former Alabama. This is from Schefter 5 hours ago. Former Bama receiver Jamison Williams, 2 months removed from surgery on his torn ACL, is not participating in a pro day. What do you think of that?
Can't like it,
Yeah.
but I think, well,
But there's also a video of him doing field drills right here. So at least he is on his feet.
right. See, I didn't take that into account while doing my mock draft.
Really?
Right. So, that might change a couple things, but I mean, still got a month before the draft.
Yeah.
A couple months. 4 or 5 months before the season starts.
It starts in late October, like
Late October?
September.
Yeah, like early September, late August.
Yeah. So he's got a while, but
Yeah, I think he'll be fine. I don't think it hurts his stock that much. I think he proved enough at Bama what he could do.
yeah.
That's like, you got to think, if he's healthy, does he do a pro day anyway?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Because his draft stock is already so high, he
Right.
doesn't need to boost it. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, U.S. men's national team is basically qualified for the World Cup and has a good chance of going far this year. I know you're not much of a soccer guy,
Can't say I am.
but We tied Mexico in Mexico, which
That seems like a pretty big deal.
USA has never won or tied in Mexico until last week.
Really?
Yeah. It was going on the same time as the Duke game.
Oh,
Yeah. Uh-oh. Is it gonna? It's 30? Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, while he's gone, oh, never mind. There he is.
This was a good idea in thought,
I was ready to entertain.
but in practice,
Not seagulls. Shit.
geese.
Get-
But
Oh,
U.S.
they're
men's.
fighting.
They're fighting? We got a geese fight on our hands.
Dude, it's 3-on-1. Dude, he just messed him up. All right.
But anyways, U.S. men's national team ties Mexico for the first time ever. In order for us to not qualify for the World Cup, oh, they're going at it.
Yeah.
In order for us to not qualify for the World Cup, we have to lose by 7 against Costa Rica.
Hey, you know what they say? When you're in Costa Rica, you might as well lose by 7.
I don't think I've ever heard that. I don't think I've ever heard that. Costa Rica hasn't beat anyone by 7, like, in a while. I think it's Costa Rica. It's either Costa Rica or a Caribbean island country. One of the two.
Barbados. Maybe.
Who knows? I was pretty sure it's Costa Rica. But what else do we got here?
God, if I have to talk about.
Deep Boy is trending.
Really?
If Marcus Smart wins Deep Boy, first guard to win since Gary Payton in '95. Sixth guard all time to win it. Second winner ever to average over 5 assists per game and shoot over 32% three. 32% three is not good.
Right.
Even MJ didn't do that.
Yeah, well, LeBron would have.
How many Deep Boys does LeBron win?
How many shares does he have? More than
I
MJ.
don't care.
Alright.
He's also played a lot more years than MJ.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I think Giannis deserves it, honestly.
Yeah.
Giannis had a game-winning block last night. Did you know that?
I watched it a lot. That was sick.
Like, that's like the 5th one he's had this year.
And Joel Embiid, he's like,
Goaltending.
counted. That's how I assume he talks.
Is that a little...
No,
No.
it's not. It's not.
Okay.
All right.
So, I think that's pretty much it for trending topics. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of today's episode.
We go
Let's go 1 and 1.
like 1 down.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I already said last week.
Yeah.
Is Ike, Icky, Kwanu, NC State, offensive tackle.
I also think you take Kwanu number 1.
Really?
Yeah.
Number 2, I think we have the same 2.
We don't have the same 2.
My 2 going to the Lions from the University of Michigan is edge Aiden Hutchinson.
I think Aiden Hutchinson is not that good.
I don't disagree. I don't think he's the leading edge in the draft, but I think he's viewed as the leading edge in the draft.
I think he had so much help with David Ajabo that
What's up, Gerald?
Gerald the Cat joining us today. I think he had so much help with Ajabo, it added to his draft stock value.
Speaking of, is Ajabo in your first round?
Ajabo isn't on the first round.
Not in mine.
He isn't?
No, I think that Achilles really want him.
Fair.
Yeah.
I think it's easier to recover from an Achilles if you're a lineman position and not a receiver or running back.
Right, but as an edge, you have to be as explosive.
Yeah, you have to be very explosive,
Right.
but I think it's easier to recover at that position because you don't have to be as explosive as a receiver at edge.
You know, there's another point. You have if you're in the trenches, you're gonna have more weight on your body. That's gonna weigh down on that Achilles. I don't trust it. I think he would have been better off with a torn ACL.
Really?
Yeah.
You think
Personally.
an Achilles is worse than an ACL tear in this situation?
Yeah.
So, my number 2, I have Thibodeau, number 2.
Really?
I think he is the most athletic defensive end we have seen since Myles Garrett.
I don't disagree. I think there's some character issues. I think there's some... We'll get into it when I...
What do you mean character injuries? Yeah.
He didn't participate in the whole combine. I think sometimes when athletes do things like that, it's either one, he doesn't appreciate the position he's in.
Yeah.
Two, and this is not what I think is happening. I'm just saying this is how NFL owners are going to view this. He's not appreciative of the position he's in.
Yeah.
Or he's, got a weak spot that he doesn't want seen. I think it hurt his stock just a little bit. I think it went from, 2-3 to 4-5-ish. And I think, to him, I think that's a big deal. Who's your 3?
My 3 is Kyle Hamilton.
My 3 is also Kyle Hamilton,
I think
safety from Notre Dame.
You get rid of Justin Reed,
Mm-hmm.
you have to bring in another safety.
I think he's going to be the most notable player from the draft.
I think so. I think he's going to be the most generational talent we've seen at safety in the last 20 years.
Yeah, I agree.
He's going to be insane.
Yeah. Now 4 to the Jets from Oregon is where I have Kayvon Thibodeau.
You have Kayvon Thibodeau here. This is where I have Hutchinson.
Okay. I can see the 2 being switched, definitely.
I think sometimes it doesn't matter how your character is. I think you take the best player.
Yeah, and I think of Cam Newton. Don't get me wrong. Cam Newton's issues were kind of way worse than Thibodeau's.
Yeah, didn't he shoot up something?
No.
I thought he got in trouble with guns, or was it drugs?
He stole somebody's laptop.
Oh, that was it?
Yeah. And he stole somebody's laptop or something.
I thought it was way worse than that.
No. Okay, I think first it was, and then he went to JUCO, and then he got in trouble at Auburn for stealing somebody's laptop.
Wasn't he at Miami first?
He was at Florida first.
Florida.
Yeah. Crazy Florida team. Tebow.
That was a crazy Florida team.
Yeah. All right, my 5 from Bama is Evan Neal going to the Giants.
Really?
Yeah.
Honestly, I could see Evan Neal going 1.
I could too.
I could see Icky and Evan Neal switching.
Yeah. I think more upside, Icky. Higher floor, Neal. Which one do you take if you're a Jags fan?
But
Young
Alabama offensive linemen haven't had the best reception in the NFL recently.
No, I agree.
Example 1, Alex Leatherwood, who had the most penalties in all of football last year. You said you're 4, right? Or you said you're 5, right?
Yeah, my 5.
I'm between 2 guys here. I'm taking Evan Neal here too.
Okay.
I know we're kind of
going I get
tit for tat here, but
yeah.
I think
sometimes it's so set like that. You get 2 similar mock drafts.
Yeah.
I think 6 is the first. Hey now, pick. From Liberty, quarterback Malik Willis.
Really?
To the Carolina Panthers. Yeah.
I have
6.
a different quarterback here.
Probably have Pickett.
I have Pickett at 6 here.
I think Malik Willis showed him up at the combine in every aspect, especially, physical attributes.
Yeah.
So, I think Pickett can go anywhere from 6 to 20-ish. But I really like
could
Malik
see
Willis here.
no quarterbacks taken in the first round, honestly. I could see that happening.
It is a weak
It's a very
class.
weak quarterback class. And compared to last year, which last year's quarterback class was stacked.
Mm-hmm.
You had guys taken at 15 overall who threw 4,000. Or was Mac Jones taken at 10th or 15th?
10th.
was Justin Fields was 10th or 15th, right?
No, Jones was 15th. Fields was 11th.
Okay. I mean, the 15th overall pick threw 4,000 yards.
Right.
Like you don't get that.
Playoffs.
I wouldn't say led. He threw 3 passes in a game.
But and it also doesn't help the most generational guy at quarterback injured his leg in a bowl game. You know.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, Malik Willis. Who's your 6?
My 6 is Kenny Pickett. We just talked about.
Oh, my bad. Yeah.
So 7 for you.
Trayvon Walker.
You have Trayvon Walker.
Edge from Georgia. A Georgia dog. Going to the Giants.
I have Jermaine Johnson the second going here.
I like that too.
I think they need an edge. They don't really have any. Yeah,
I think
we agree.
Either or. Really.
I think they're both. I didn't watch many Georgia games last year, other than the playoff. I didn't watch many Florida State games because they won like 4 games.
Right.
But from what I've seen from these two guys, stats wise, I like Jermaine Johnson better.
Okay. I think I feel like Trayvon Walker just got that Georgia pedigree, you know.
Yeah.
8. I think the Falcons need a weapon here. I think they go to Weapon U, Ohio State University.
Really?
Ohio State University, and get Garrett Wilson.
I like it.
You're gonna say Garrett Wilson, aren't you?
No, here.
Okay.
I have to go back because I just took a screenshot of one and then memorized all of them and then did it in my head.
Okay.
You know, I just to not be the same as you, because I was gonna say,
Yeah, no.
I was gonna say Garrett Wilson. I like Drake London. Big Drake London guy. Yeah. Are we still good?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're good. Yeah, I get the Drake London hype.
Is that
Yeah. Alright. We should have done that first. Like, that should have been the first order of business. Up a little bit, maybe. What's up? Hank's out here.
Is that good?
Yeah. Hank just dropped a pee. Landon's mom's out here. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like they have to go receiver.
I have Drake London here. I think he is he's great at everything. He's a little iffy on the route running at times from what I've watched film-wise.
Well, I think all receivers his size are.
Yeah. Child is riding by on a motorized bike, or motorized little tykes, a little big wheel.
Yeah.
Number 9.
Seattle. I got Sauce Gardner here.
I also have Sauce Gardner here. Yeah.
Yeah. He's the best corner in the draft.
I would agree. You're a little high on Derek Stingley, though.
I am high on Stingley, but I don't think he's better than Gardner.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it too.
I think you don't get scored on for 2 years, no matter in what level. You're a damn good cornerback.
Yeah. We agreed to do no trades just to, sort of keep it under control.
Yeah.
But I could see Seattle trading up to get Malik Willis. Or I could see him taking Kenny Pickett here. Dude, I think the draft can go a lot of different ways this year, so it's going to be crazy. All right.
Is that good?
I think so.
I've jammed it in the ground, so hopefully it doesn't fall over again. I'm sinking in the ground. But
Yeah.
Sauce Gardner at 9.
Mm-hmm.
Who's your 10?
From Purdue, edge George Karlaftis to the New York Jets.
Wow.
Yeah, a little splash.
So you have them taking 2 edges?
No.
Who'd you have for for their...
Oh, I do have him. Alright, well, just ignore what I said because I got the Giants and the Jets confused. Karlaftis is around this range, but he's obviously not going to the Jets if they take Thibodeau. But for value, somebody's going to take him this range. Probably trade up, trade down. I'd trade down here from the Jets. That's probably what I was thinking. And I got a little confused. I did this in a hurry. I'm sorry. Who's your 10 so we get the spotlight on me?
My 10 is Chris Olave, going to the Jets.
Really?
Yeah, really. I really like Chris Olave.
I do too, but
I think Chris Olave, here's a hot take. I think Chris Olave is the best wide receiver in this draft.
It's hard to say when he was the third best receiver on his team last year, you know?
Well, yeah, last year.
I get it. I think Olave is a first-round receiver, just not that high.
You don't think?
I don't think so. But I like the pick. I think if the Jets are going to make a move like that, if a team's going to make a move like that, it's going to be the Jets. And I think they're going to like it when they do it.
Yeah. Who's your 11?
Tyler Linderbaum.
I also went offensive line here.
Mm-hmm.
Charles Cross at 11. Linderbaum is insane.
Yeah,
I mean, we
really
talked
good.
about Linderbaum on the show like a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
He is
he's a dog.
He's a dog. Like,
He's
Iowa produces linemen
Yep.
and tight ends. That's all they do. So this guy's going to be like a Jason Kelce type because he's athletic like Jason
really
Kelce.
athletic, yeah. Those reach blocks or something else, man. 12.
So let's talk about 12.
Finally getting that star cornerback that produces since the hole in our hearts that Xavier Rhodes left. They're taking Derek Stingley Jr.
You think they're
LSU.
taking Derek Stingley?
Yeah. Because I think we want Linderbaum, but I think he goes earlier than 12. I think that's why we take Stingley. I think Linderbaum and Stingley are 1-2, 1A, 1B.
I went completely opposite here.
Really?
I have Kenyon Green right here.
Really?
Yeah. I like Kenyon Green.
I like Kenny Green. I'm a 5, not much.
You don't know if you like him over Derek Stingley.
Right.
13.
13, Charles Cross.
Charles
Mississippi
Cross
State,
for the
Texans.
For the Texans. I like it.
Yeah.
I think you got to build for whoever the quarterback of that team is next year.
Put him on the right side, Tunsil on the left. If Tunsil's still there.
Who knows?
Yeah.
I have
Texans.
Trayvon Walker going here.
I like that.
I think he will fall.
You think so?
Yeah. Because this is a very defensive playmaker heavy draft.
Right. I agree.
Like safety, defensive edge, or linebacker.
Big edge draft.
Big edge draft. Big edge guy. Pretend I didn't say that.
Alright,
Baltimore Ravens.
Baltimore Ravens. I think they take the big guy, Jordan Davis, defensive tackle from Georgia.
I like it. I'm going with the same thing.
Alright.
15, Eagles.
The Eagles take fresh off surgery, fresh off rest. I look at it that way. Jameson Williams, wide receiver, Alabama.
You think he'll be?
I think he'll be good.
What do you think they'll do with I forgot his name. Guy that was taking over Justin Jefferson.
Jalen Rager.
Yeah, what do you think they'll do with Rager this offseason?
Make him a slot Legion of Zoom 2.0. Since the Dolphins are 1.0 apparently. Y'all got to name it first.
I said Evan Neal, right? I'm just making sure I had him at 5. Okay.
Yeah.
I like Devin Lloyd here. I really do. Inside linebacker from Utah, Devin Lloyd.
Yeah, I kind of went the same thing at 16, but instead of Devin Lloyd, I took our guy, Nakobe Dean,
I like
from
it.
Georgia.
I'm a big Nakobe Dean guy. I wish if we would have kept a first-round pick, who knows, we might trade up and get like the 20th or something for a wide receiver, because we don't need 6 wide receivers. Like, we can trade away Devontae Parker, as much as I love him, or Albert Wilson, or Isaiah Ford, or any of the 18,000 guys we'll have on our bench this year for a pick. But I'd love to have a guy like Nakobe Dean angering down the middle.
I think he wins Defensive Rookie of the Year.
So my next pick is depending on the status of Kelsey.
Okay.
Jason Kelsey.
Right.
If Kelsey retires this year, or is looking...
He already announced he didn't retire.
He isn't?
Yeah, he isn't this year.
He isn't this year?
I think you get 2 or 3 more years of Kelsey.
Okay, because I was going to say Linderbaum.
Right.
If he was gone.
Honestly, they do need a guard.
Linderbaum
plays both.
Yeah.
So.
You know, Linderbaum.
All right, say it.
They're taking Linderbaum. They're taking Linderbaum.
All right.
Who do you have at 17?
I have another guard, Zion Johnson from Boston College.
I like it. I really like it.
I think they miss out on Jordan Davis. Who knows? They might trade up for Jordan Davis. The Chargers, from what I hear, really like Jordan Davis.
Really?
Yeah. So I think he goes to either Baltimore or
that's a scary defense.
LA. Yeah.
What it makes it even more scary is that I have Nakobe Dean going 17th overall to the Los Angeles Chargers.
I like that too.
That's an insane linebacker core.
Yeah, because he's going to be a really good pass rusher. So if you have
Khalil Mack,
Bosa coming off the edge, you got Nakobe Dean coming right at your center. That's scary.
No, Nakobe Dean just barreling down the middle of the field is scary.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's like those guys that you just don't want to block that just run at you, and they don't stop.
Just keep going every play.
Who do you have? We're at 18, right? 18.
Yeah. 18 from USC going to New Orleans. The Big Easy, they call it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Drake London.
I like it.
Yeah.
We don't know the status of Slant Man still. So I like it.
Yeah. I think even if Michael Thomas is healthy, I think they need to add depth to that receiver core.
I think with the 18th pick, with the loss of Teron Armstead, I think you go Trevor Penning. As much as I'm not high on Trevor Penning, I think Trevor Penning is not a good. He holds.
He's an asshole.
Yeah, he's an asshole.
Did you see him at the?
Oh yeah, I saw the video.
Senior Bowl.
Yeah. But he holds. Like I'm not even talking about that specific video.
Mm-hmm.
He holds in game time.
Yeah.
I think you can't have a tackle, the most important offensive line position, hold that much. It's too costly.
Right. I mean, I like Penning. I don't think he'll succeed that well in the NFL. I don't think he'll be that great.
And he's from Northern Iowa. Like,
yeah.
I got a letter from Northern Iowa. I'm not even kidding.
I did when I was a sophomore. I'm not even kidding.
19 Eagles.
But it was an email because I don't live in 1820.
Yeah, I got an email too.
Okay, the Eagles go Daxton Hill, safety from Michigan.
I also went secondary here.
Okay.
I went Trent McDuffie from Washington. I like him.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't watched much on him, but from what the little I've seen film-wise and looking at his stats, I like him.
Okay. At 20, to Pittsburgh. From Pittsburgh, we got Mr. Small Hands himself, Kenny Pickett.
I got Malik Willis going in. We had
yeah, you haven't said Malik Willis yet.
Well, I had Kenny Pickett at 6. You had
yeah.
Malik Willis at 6.
Yeah. We traded
I think
20.
people are a little too high on Malik Willis, if I'm being honest. I like him. I think he's a good prospect. I think people are just a little too high on him.
I think Malik Willis has that it factor that you can't pass up on if you need a quarterback.
Oh, yeah. He's got that swagger.
Yeah.
Kenny Pickett don't really got swagger.
Oh, yes, he does. But he's got that frat boy swagger.
Frat boy swagger.
Yeah.
Like frat Stafford.
Yeah, exactly. 21, Patriots. From Washington, Trent McDuffie.
I also went cornerback here. With the loss of J.C. Jackson,
Right.
I think you got to go secondary here.
Exactly.
They're getting old. McCourty's still there, right?
Yeah.
He's like 34 now.
Yeah.
Gotta be. I think you go Andrew Booth here.
Andy Booth. I
Andy
really
Booth.
like Andy Booth. I don't like Andy Booth as much as Optimistic Vikings fan on Twitter. What is your deal, man?
Yeah, I know.
Let's get you on the show. I want to talk to you. Like, see what's going on in
Spinoza.
that noggin of yours.
What's
hey,
up, man?
Spinoza.
DM us.
Come on now. We know you see it through your notifications. You just don't want to click on it
Yeah.
and hurt our little feelings. Because we're from West Virginia. We got little feelings down here.
22. Who do you have?
22, the pick from the Raiders to Green Bay from Weapon U again, The Ohio State University. Chris Olave. We talked about him earlier. I got him going here.
I also have a wide receiver here. I'm going with Jahan Dotson. We talked about him on the show 2 weeks ago now.
Dude,
I think he is the best intangible
Okay.
wide receiver in this draft.
You know.
Intangible as in catch radius would be
Yeah.
considered intangible, right?
Mhm.
Catch radius,
Hand size.
like
Physicality.
physical.
Yeah.
He's even physical on short routes.
Right.
I think Jahan Dotson is the guy I've watched the most film out of this year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you talk a lot about Jahan Dotson.
I love Jahan Dotson.
Yeah.
I don't know why. He's just. I don't know. It's something about him.
Mhm.
It just. I wish the Dolphins would get him. Honestly, trade away like Parker and Wilson and Ford for like a pick or this pick and like a bad young wide receiver,
Right.
just to have a fifth. I really like Jahan Dotson though. He has the best catch percentage in all of college for the last 5 years.
Really?
Did you know that?
No. Like single year
Single year.
or okay.
I really like him though. Who do you have at 23?
Trevor Penning.
Trevor
Northern
Penning.
Iowa.
To the
Cardinals.
Cardinals. I think Cardinals. This is where I have a Jabbo with a loss
Okay.
of Chandler Jones.
Mm-hmm.
I think you got to go edge here. You got an old J.J. Watt on your D line. That's about it.
Yeah. You heard it here first. Landon's a big edge guy. He's just edging along. 24 to Dallas from Clemson, Andy Booth Jr.
I like it. I think you got to have
A guy that's not.
a guy that doesn't let up more yards than a receiver has in a year.
I agree.
I'm not a big Trayvon Diggs guy. And
Not
I think,
either.
I think he had pick wise, he had a lot of interceptions, but I think people try to compare him to Xavier Howard last year, and this is a little bit of bias coming in here because I am a Dolphins fan, but screw it.
Yeah, screw it.
Xavier Howard let up a third of the yards
Right.
that Trayvon did this year. I'm just not that high on him. I think you got to go secondary.
Honestly, I think
Either
he'd be a
this or a
better safety.
safety.
I think Trayvon Diggs would be a better safety than he is a corner.
Yeah.
Man, so the Bills at 25.
I didn't say my 24.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, shit, my bad.
Derek Stingley.
Whoa, pause. Hold up.
Derek Stingley.
Derek Stingley falls this far?
I think Derek Stingley falls this far.
Wow.
I'm masterminding this draft here.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, I have a big one coming up.
You have a big one coming up? Oh, I see it. Or no, I don't. I thought I saw it.
That's the point.
25?
25.
Let's hear your 25.
Buffalo Bills. From North Dakota State. Wide receiver Christian Watson.
We went the same route here. I have
Really?
Treylon Burks.
Yeah, I think people view Watson as a day 2 guy.
Yeah.
I think the Bills are going to look at his combine performance and say, no. We want him at 25.
Yeah.
We're going value. Give me the best guy on the board.
So let's hear what you got at 26.
26 to the Titans. I have Devin Lloyd from Utah.
I like it. 26 from the University of Georgia.
Ooh,
Jordan Davis. I think he falls.
I think he falls. I think he does.
I think people
Complete
are
opposite.
scared of a big guy that's that tall because of injuries.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think he falls though. What do you we're at 27 now,
Yeah.
right?
So to the Bucks, I got Kyer Elam from Florida.
I like it. I wasn't a huge Elam guy earlier in the year.
Right.
He's grown on me though, like a fungus.
Really?
But I have Kyler Gordon from Washington going here. I like him. He's a good prospect.
Yeah.
Washington put together a very underrated team this year. But 28 now.
28 to the Packers. Jermaine Johnson from Florida State. He went very early in yours.
I like it.
I think he falls.
I mean, I think he's either one of those guys that's like who's a defensive end that went way too early last year or in recent years.
All I can think about is the guy from Florida that went to Jacksonville. I forget his name, the white guy.
But I think he's a type of guy. I'll compare him to a receiver, for example. I think he's like a Rager, where you take a chance with him.
Yeah.
And you go if you take a chance, you go with a higher pick, obviously. But I think someone might take the risk with him and go around the 12th pick, or maybe a bit higher.
That's how I feel with Karlaftis.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Did you say 28?
Oh, I didn't. I have Zion Johnson from Boston College, center guard.
Yeah, he went up there a little bit, 20th in mine, but yeah, I really like him as a guy, as a prospect. I think he's just a good dude.
I think he's a day one guy. I don't think he falls to day two at all. I
agree.
I think he's second best center in the draft.
Yeah. Behind
Linderbaum, obviously.
I think Linderbaum is just that guy.
Yeah.
You know. 29 to the Chiefs. They have back-to-back picks. Are really dangerous for a team like the Chiefs to have back-to-back picks for other teams. Treylon Burks, Arkansas.
I like it. This is where I have J-Mo.
Really? That is crazy. That would be insane.
I think it'll happen, honestly.
No, I'm talking about like to the Chiefs.
Oh yeah. But like I really think it'll happen. Like with his injury, obviously, his draft stock is going to fall.
Right.
It's just a matter of how far.
Yeah. Does he fall to day two?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
I don't think so either.
He is he's one of the best Bama receivers we've seen since Julio.
I was he reminds me of Julio.
Second Kansas, or 30th overall. Who do you have?
I have Lewis Cine.
Safety from Georgia.
I like it. Hard hitting mofo. That guy takes. Have you seen the video?
I've seen it.
Kyle Pitts.
The one where he just the Kyle Pitts didn't get up.
yeah, pretty much. Knocked his own helmet off.
I have Roger McCreary here.
Ooh.
I think they lost a safety, so I think you go with secondary again. You get Roger McCreary.
Right. We kind of went the same route.
We did.
I think you went more pass coverage. I went more run stopping there. 31 Bengals. I think this one's kind of obvious. Kenyon Green, Texas A&M.
I like it.
Offensive guard. You got to beef up that O-line for our, your guy. He's going to be your guy for the next 10 years, unless you piss him off and don't take a lineman here.
Yeah. I honestly don't think they take a lineman.
Really?
I'm going with Arnold Ekpedite. Is that how you say it? Ekpedite. It's Epikide. Defensive end of Penn State.
I've heard the name.
He reminds me a lot of. I know this is a little broad, but a J.J. Watt, a very physical defensive end.
I could see them going tight end here, but the tight end class is really weak, so it'd be kind of a reach to take a guy day one. But they could go tight end here.
Depending on their day two pick, though, if it's an early day two pick or a late one, who knows?
To round out round one, dude, this is crazy to think about because at the beginning of the year, I thought he was going to go 1, 2, 3. Quarterback from Ole Miss, Matt Corral, to the Detroit Lions. I think he's their guy for the future.
I like it. I need to plug this. I thought it was on. It's not. I have Matt Corral on here as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Right.
I think Goff is like not good.
That good. He's got great arm talent. He's always had great arm talent. He's not
the same guy he was in college. It's plain and simple.
Fair. He's a Pac-12 guy. West Coast offense is, the NFL's kind of veering away from him.
Yeah. Unless you're Mike McDaniel.
Yeah. And I mean,
then you just balls to the walls, go whatever the hell you want. I'm excited as a Dolphins fan, and I don't like it when I'm excited because it usually means disappointment.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited for Cock. KOC.
What's KOC?
Kevin O'Connell.
Oh, Kevin O'Connell.
Yeah. Right. I think he'll bring a lot to the table. I don't think he'll go too try hard and, mix everything up.
Yeah.
I think offensively we're going to be a same team, just dominant. And I think defensively we're going to be a lot better because of who we brought in, staff-wise and personnel-wise. So I'm excited too.
We're kind of under the kind of a short episode today.
Yeah.
You just want to
spitball
about. I don't really have you want to just spitball about like our teams, like future, like team futures,
sure.
Like that sort of thing. You can keep going with.
Dude, I just think Justin Jefferson has the potential to be a top 5 receiver of all time.
I like it.
And I think if he's utilized right, which he has been, I think, we're not going to have. With Dalvin Cook, he's going to ask for a lot of money.
You think?
Yeah, if we have a guy like Jay Jettis constantly getting the ball force-fed to him, we're not going to need a guy like Dalvin Cook. We don't need a guy like Dalvin Cook. It's nice to have a guy like Dalvin Cook in the NFL. You don't need him. Running back is at the very bottom of importance when it comes to offense.
I'd agree.
I think it's quarterback, O-line, receiver, tight end, running back. I think tight end, running back, interchangeable.
Really?
Yeah.
You think tight end's not that valuable?
I mean, compared to O-line and receiver, no.
Well, yeah, true. But moving over to the Dolphins, I'm really excited for this year, and I don't like it that I'm excited.
Yeah.
I mean, we got a first-year head coach, so that's always a little iffy sometimes. Right. First-year head coach, like ever. It's not like he's a head coach somewhere else. But I like what he did, the 49ers offense.
I don't.
You don't like it?
No, I think it was too reliant on one player.
But it's not quarterback-centered.
Yeah, he knew what he was doing when he went out and got Tyreek Hill. You know what? Honestly, would have been crazy if he just said, you know what, frick it. I'm trading for Deebo Samuel.
What would we have traded?
Everything. I feel like Mike McDaniel was that kind of guy. When he wants something,
he gets it. That's a little rapey.
Don't say that. You can't say that.
I think our defense is going to be
he
top
just
3.
Looks a little rapey, if we're being.
You have the glasses.
Yeah. Tyreek Hill says it sounds like Shrek.
Really?
Yeah, I kind of hear it.
It's like it's a less twangier Shrek.
Yeah, it's like a California Shrek.
Yeah, I'd agree. I think the Dolphins are going to have a top 3 defense in the NFL. I think we're going to have another top 3 scoring defense in the NFL again. Because that's how we were the year before this. We had so many pick sixes. It was like we had, I think, like five punt blocks. 3 of them went into returns for a touchdown.
Yeah.
A field goal return for a touchdown. I think when you don't have to rely on your offense as much under pressure because your defense is so good, your offense succeeds more because they're not under much pressure.
For?
What?
Matt Ryan in Indy.
That's a good fit.
Yeah.
That's a really good fit.
I thought they were a Super Bowl team last year. I honestly did. And then they missed the playoffs.
Yeah, they shit the bed against Jags, which The Jags' 3 wins are honestly the most impressive in the NFL.
Yeah, they beat the Bills,
Bills, Colts, Dolphins.
Yeah.
And I mean, at the time, Tua was injured.
Yeah.
He's starting quarterback.
Yeah, maybe to your team. I don't know, in the league.
He's top 15. He's number 15.
Blistering. Number 15, okay.
I think just chased Gerald out of the
I think
fence.
Gerald just went in the river.
No, he didn't.
He went very close.
The river's 50 yards that way.
All right, we're gonna get a football and see if I can punt it into that river.
We're just
right
not.
now.
No.
Okay. What do you want to do? We got some time.
We could talk about Final Four.
Ooh, Final Four.
I have let's do both the predictions and elaborate on them.
Okay.
I have Kansas and Duke. I think Villanova lost what's his name? Justin Moore. I think that's a big loss. I mean, your second best scorer on the team goes down with an Achilles or ACL? Achilles tear. That's never good.
No. Talked about that earlier.
But I think Kansas, as much as I hate Kansas as a West Virginia fan, I don't want them to win. And I know we're supposed to root for the Big 12. They don't want us there. The Big 12 does not want us there. I'm not rooting for a Big 12 team. I think Coach K gets his last one.
That's fair. I don't.
You don't?
I don't.
Who do you think wins?
I think UNC wins it all this year.
UNC.
I think UNC wins it all this year. I think they just want it. And they have all the pieces in the world, but
It's just a matter of if.
Yeah.
If Caleb Love and RJ can produce. Because if you got to have one of them score at least 20. If RJ doesn't score 20, Caleb Love does.
Dude, I saw the best rebounding performance I've ever seen from a single person, and I saw it in a college basketball game in the Elite Eight.
Armando
Bacot grabbing 22
That was
boards.
insane. Liam says, "Hey, Basement Boys left the basement. Outside Boys podcast."
For real. But no, it was just outright dominance, and I think what's the Duke center name? Mark Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna put up a good fight with Bacot. Bacot is
Yeah.
physically 10 times better on the boards.
But I think technically, like, what's the word I'm looking for here? Technique-wise, I think
Doesn't matter.
Bacot doesn't really match up as
I
well.
don't think it matters. I think Bacot scores about 5 points all free throws.
Yeah.
I think he grabs 14 rebounds. I think Manic is over 20 in both.
Manic's a stud.
Yeah. I think Love is over 20 in both rounds. RJ Davis is getting about 12-15 both rounds. I think they're going to out-rebound and outscore both teams they end up playing, which will be Duke and Kansas.
I like it. Liam, you missed earlier. We had I had Derek Stingley going to the Cowboys in the draft.
Right.
And you had
Andy Booth.
Andy Booth. Both corners.
Hashtag make Trayvon a safety.
Yeah. Windy Boys podcast. He gets it. He gets it.
I'm more of a McDonald's guy.
I know you see this jersey, Liam.
Yo.
So
Shout out Sneaker Boys on Instagram. We should do that.
that's a thing.
We should do that.
Why not?
Basement Boys, Sneaker Boys.
He said, "I'll take Stingley for sure."
Yeah, who would?
Who wouldn't? I'd take him, and we have the most corners in the world.
Yo.
Can we get a sus counter for?
That's at least 4 on you, bro. You
Yeah.
said I'm an edge guy. You said your head coach was rapey. And you said just now that you would take a grown man.
No, I said I'd take Stingley.
Okay,
That
still.
low. Oh, no. I did it again. Okay, let's Final Four.
Final Four.
I think Duke wins. I'm saying it here.
Okay.
67-62.
I think the
Over
ACC
Kansas.
gets one. I think that. Either way, I think the ACC is going to win.
I think Duke is just getting a good amount of calls this year. I mean,
Yeah. good assessment.
I think they're because of the Coach K's last year. I think they're getting more calls than they should.
That's fair. Paolo Carroll reminds me of like.
He reminds me of a
Ben Simmons.
He reminds me of a beefier Jabari Smith, but like more post oriented and not 3-point.
Yeah. I was thinking like more NBA guy. I was thinking not Ben Simmons. Speaking of Jabari, he reminds me of Jabari Parker coming out of college.
Yeah.
Big, can handle the ball, can shoot the three, can shoot the mid range. Really good in the post.
And coincidentally, same college.
Yeah. And I think they could both be busts. Heyo.
Heyo. That's number 7 for us. Not bust.
Speak for yourself. Look at Phoenix up there.
Landon couldn't take Ben DiNucci, nonetheless. Stingley.
Yeah. Let's find out.
Let's not.
Okay.
Women's side of the bracket, I think UConn's winning. I mean, they're just so dominant. Like, don't do that.
Yeah.
For the NBA, who are you thinking for playoffs?
Whoever makes it out of the West, whether it be the Suns or Grizzlies.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I think Grizzlies are too young. I think my Bucks go back to back.
You think so? That's not a bad pick either.
Because the East is not that strong, and nor is the.
I think they make it out of the East for sure.
I think we make it out of the East.
Yeah.
I think we're a good matchup for the Suns. We were last year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we got Drew on Book.
Yeah.
We got Giannis for Ayton, and we have Brooke Lopez back this year.
Yeah.
And we have Grayson Allen, who, as much as I hate Grayson Allen, he's played good for us. And Javon Carter, who's had a career half of year for us.
I understand.
Like, he's shooting 60%. Question, could Zach take Aaron Donald?
Aaron Donald.
How long do you think you could block Aaron Donald for? Like, you could chop block him, too, and slow him down. I would chop block him. Or maybe, like, give him a pop. Maybe try to, like, get a little illegal touching up in the chin area.
I do what I normally do and just go straight head to chest and just head to chest and fire my hands.
That's not okay. That's how you get a concussion.
Okay. Been doing it for 12 years.
Figures.
Don't.
I think the two front runners from the East are the Heat and the Bucks. As much as people are doubting the Heat right now, I was watching the Mavs game last night, and the pregame show had Dwayne Wade on it, and they were talking about that incident with Haslam, Spo, and Butler.
I'm confused about that. So apparently, did Jimmy Butler call Udonis Haslam a cheerleader?
Yeah.
That's funny.
And then Udonis Haslam called him something else. He was like, he said like something like a diva or something, but like a lot more not PG.
Right.
I think you got to get in that mindset when you're going into playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
I think if they just fix, they gotta live and let go. Like they can't
dwell.
They can't dwell on that.
Yeah.
I think if they do dwell on that, they're at the playoffs, and I think Philly takes that spot. Because what's the bracket or the bracket? The bracket's looking like right now. Philly is the 1 seed, right? Or is it?
No.
Miami or Boston, right?
No, Boston's 4 now.
Boston's 4.
They fell, yeah.
Let me look it up.
All right. Or they were 4 yesterday. I don't.
Oh, let me find it here.
I think Brooklyn's in the play-in. Right. Like
Brooklyn is in the play-in. What do we think of the Lakers?
I don't think they're contenders. I think they're a playoff team.
It's the Heat at 1. So even though the Heat right now are on a their last 10 games are 4-6.
Right.
I think they're still.
Do you think they're losing on purpose to avoid the Nets? Because I think that's what the Celtics did.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Celtics are 8-2 in their last 10 right now. Like, they're not losing games. Like, they had an amazing two-month stretch. They went 24-2.
Yeah, I think they saw they were number one. They're like, whoa, hey, I'm gonna have to play the Nets. Let's drop a couple games.
I do agree, though. I don't think you can judge anyone by their seeding anymore in the NBA because of load management shit, that sort of thing. Bulls at 5. I think the 76ers will blow by them if a 5-game series, if not sweep, for the 76ers. It's Raptors and Celtics right now. I think that's 6
Celtics,
in favor.
Absolutely. This is the Raptors behind. One to take home.
I mean, Raptors don't really. They have Fred VanVleet and Spicy P, who Spicy P hasn't been relevant since 2019.
No, he's had a solid year.
Yeah, solid.
20.5.
But like, Desmond Bane is having a solid year. Like,
Desmond Bane's really good. Like, he shoots that thing.
Knicks out of the play-in right now, which is shocking. Big shocker.
Really? What are they at?
They're at 11.
Where's it?
Magic, Pistons, Pacers, Wizards, Knicks. Then you got Hawks at 10. That's a shocker too. The East. This is a representation of how good the East is, though.
So the Cavs would play the Hawks and the Nets would play the Hornets.
Yeah, they're in the top 10 right now. There is not a team in under 500 in the East right now.
There's some really good teams in the East.
So as of right now, we play the Cavs, which I think that's good. I think that's good for us matchup wise. I think Evan Mobley's the biggest threat on the team. Giannis will walk him down because Drew will take Garland.
You don't have to worry about Sexton. You don't.
And Kevin Love's just there.
Well, he's a 6 Man of the Year
candidate. He's not winning it.
No, because Tyler Hero's having an insane year.
I think Heat Nets is a scary series for the Heat. If I'm a Heat fan, I'm losing.
Great series for the NBA, revenue wise.
Yeah. Kyrie though looking a little iffy.
Over the past 3 games.
Yeah. I'm not big on Kyrie.
What I say on his birthday, I said Kyrie Irving scored 30 plus
and a win, and he didn't win.
Well, still 30 plus hit. I didn't even book it.
You should have booked it.
Dude, I should start booking.
Book it with
Zach.
Basement Boys.
Book it with Basement Boys. It's fire.
BBB. What other? We got in the plan. It's 7-10, 8-9, right?
Yeah.
Hornets Nets playing.
Dude,
I could see the Hornets winning that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm a big Hornets guy, partially because that's the only NBA game I've ever been to.
The Hornets are my favorite team. So I mean, saying this, might sound a little but I think they could take down the Nets. I don't think the Nets are all they are made out to be.
Then we got you got Cavs Hawks. That's
like
scary if you're the Hawks or if the Cavs.
Yeah, because Trae Young, if he gets hot.
And I mean, the Hawks aren't a bad team. They're one game over 500.
Honestly, that's scary if you're the Bucks too.
Playing
the Hawks.
Playing the Cavs or Hawks.
Yeah.
I'd rather take the
Cavs. Yeah.
I mean, it's a 4-game difference, so it's not like they're much. The win percentage is much different. The West, though, it's a very different story. Though.
Oh yeah. You know who I like coming out of the West?
The eighth seed is not 500.
Really?
Who do you not like in the West?
I like the Timberwolves.
I like the Timberwolves as well. I think something about Cat this year.
Yeah, he's got gangsta.
Yeah, it must have been Pat Bev.
Yeah, that's what I think it is.
It's
a nice red truck.
Yeah. What's going on? Oh, she's backing it. Yeah. Anyways, the play-in right now, Timberwolves Spurs. I think Timberwolves, though the Spurs are hot right now, I think T-Wolves take that.
Oh yeah.
Clippers Pels. I could see that's a toss-up, honestly.
I don't know. PG-13's back and he looks really good. I'm taking the Clips.
I like that too. Suns, insane 61 wins, and we still got like 6 games left in the season, or 7 games left in the season. Last 10, they've lost 1, which is crazy. Grizzlies at the 2 seed. I like them.
They're playing really good without Jahan Morant.
They did that last year as well too,
Mhm.
and they played good with him too, which
Yeah.
which proves it's not just John Morant. So I'm thinking, whoever they play.
Did you hear the story about Dylan Brooks and Andre Iguodala?
No.
So basically, Grizzlies fans booed Andre Iguodala when they played the Warriors,
Yeah.
and they asked Dylan Brooks, "Why? Like, what's the whole thing with Andre Iguodala?" And Dylan Brooks was basically like, "Yeah, when he was here, he like thought we were like a losing team, and they thought we were just tanking and everything. Like, he didn't see the vision," he called it, and he's like, "Just go back to Golden State and do your thing, and ride the damn bench." Yeah.
Wow.
And then they blew him out.
Wait, the Warriors.
No.
Blew. Oh,
Yeah.
that's even. He said it before the game.
No, he said it after. But
Oh.
still,
Still, though, that's
he got
Yanks
booed
stuff.
before he got blew out.
Warriors at the 3 seed.
Don't like it.
I don't like it at all.
Especially Curry's out indefinitely.
Yeah.
Right? He'll come back for the playoffs.
Mavs at 4. I really like that for them. They play the Jazz at the 5 seed.
Ooh. Well. I feel like. Is this what Katrina was like?
This is what Katrina was like. Imagine
Katrina's a little wetter.
if they. I gotta go back and like put a counter. And
Yeah.
just like count every time.
Make a ding noise every time
Yeah.
I say something size.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm saying Suns win whoever wins the play-in, whether it's Spurs or excuse me, whether it's Clippers, Pels, or Spurs, because that's the only 3 teams that can be right.
Yeah.
Or it could be all of them actually. It could be T-Wolves, Clips, Pels, or Spurs versus Suns. I think the Suns win each of those series. I'll take the Grizzlies over pretty much everyone here. Clippers scares me though.
With PG now.
Yeah. Warriors, Nuggets. That scares me as well because Jokic is playing out of his mind right now. Jazz at
So is
Mavs.
Jordan Poole.
Yeah, Jordan Poole's very good right now. I'll take Mavs any day in a 7-game series over the Jazz.
Yeah.
I don't think the Jazz are that good right now.
No.
I think they're too reliant on Donovan Mitchell to drop 30. And I think Rudy Gobert's a little overrated.
Yeah, I think he's been overrated since his first D-boy.
That's pretty much it though. Like,
we're losing sunlight.
yeah,
We're gonna soon enough. It's gonna be dark.
All right, so
I gotta get home and get fed.
if you guys enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe. We'll be back next week. We'll on our Instagram at basement.boys.wv. We'll announce whether or not we'll have a guest next week. It'll be Thursday or Friday, after, maybe 5 to 7 sometime next week. We're gonna try to push it to something past 5 o'clock because a lot of people can't really watch at 5 o'clock because they're either still working or at home, like just had gotten home. So we're gonna try to push it a little later in the day. So if you guys enjoyed, please like, subscribe, comment,
I
share.
have something to say.
You have something to say?
So the first, so on the Weeknd's Trilogy album, I think the first part is the best.
Okay, I haven't listened to it, so. All right, I'll see you guys later.
All right.
See you next week.